Did you know that Superman, one of the most famous superheroes, has some secrets about his beginnings that you might not know? Superman is a hero from a place called Krypton, and he has powers like flying and being super strong. But let's go back in time to find out how Superman was created. Our story starts in the 1930s. Two young men, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, were best friends living in Cleveland, Ohio. They loved science fiction and reading comic strips. Together, they came up with an idea for a superhero who could do all kinds of amazing things. This is where Superman was born, right out of their imaginations. But Superman didn't start out as the hero we know today. In the beginning, Siegel and Shuster imagined Superman as a villain with superpowers. Hard to believe, right? Later on, they decided to change him into a hero, and it was the best decision. They made him a force for good, someone who would help people and fight evil. Now, here's a fun fact. Superman wasn't always able to fly. When he first appeared, Superman could only jump really high. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound was the famous line. It wasn't until the 1940s that Superman was given the power to fly in the comics and the animated series. This made him even cooler than before. Superman's outfit is also a big part of his story. His iconic red and blue suit with that big letter S on the chest makes him stand out. The S doesn't just stand for Superman. In fact, in the films and stories, it also means hope in the language of Krypton. Who would have thought a single letter could mean so much? Superman's home planet Krypton is another interesting part of his story. Krypton was a planet far away in space, and it was very advanced and beautiful. Sadly, Krypton was destroyed, but not before Superman's parents sent him to Earth. Lucky for us, because that's how he became our superhero. And here's another amazing secret. Superman was almost never published. Siegel and Shuster tried many times to sell their idea, but companies kept saying no. It took them several years until one company finally decided to give Superman a chance. That company was DC Comics, and that decision changed comic book history forever. Why does Superman live in a city called Metropolis? There's a secret to that too. Metropolis is inspired by real cities like New York, but it also has its own special qualities. It's a place where Superman can save the day, and where his alter ego, Clark Kent, works as a reporter. Balancing life as both Superman and Clark Kent is one of the coolest things about his story. Superman has many friends and a few enemies, too. His best-known enemy is Lex Luthor, a very smart but evil man who always tries to defeat Superman. Even though Lex Luthor doesn't have superpowers, his clever plans make him a difficult opponent for Superman. This rivalry keeps the story exciting. Over the years, Superman has appeared in many comics, TV shows, and movies. He's become a symbol of hope and justice, showing us the power of doing good and helping others. That's one reason why Superman is still so popular today, even though he was created over 80 years ago. As we wrap up our journey into the hidden origins of Superman, we see how this superhero has grown and changed. From his early beginnings as an idea between two friends, to becoming one of the greatest heroes, Superman's story teaches us about imagination, perseverance, and hope. If you enjoyed learning about Superman's secrets and want to discover more amazing stories, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on more fun and interesting videos about your favorite superheroes and much more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.